Yo, welcome back. Zekor here. And today I thought I would read the data for the new Ossidon creature that Wildcard just released the data for. So yeah, this seems like it's going to be maybe an interesting creature. It is a creature that is going to be brought along with the Lost Colony DLC. So it's going to be, I guess it's kind of themed for that as well, because like Lost Colony is supposed to be like based on, I think, vampire-ish type stuff and that type of thing, and it's also supposed to be cold. So yeah, the Ossidon, or even Ossidon, however you want to pronounce it, it seems like it's going to be like strong and very, like, maybe even a Titan fighter. Who knows? But we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna read the dossier. It's data. They seem like they're converting it to data now for Lost Colony, but who knows? I'm gonna probably end up still calling it dossier anyway. Okay, so its common name is Ossidon. Species Cryopithecus dominus. Time, Necrocene. Its diet is a carnivore, and its temperament is relentless. Project Ossidon has already yielded the ideal apex protector for our people. Experimentation with red element infusion of creatures engineered for hardiness has given us a truly fearsome arthropod that can dominate the Antarctic wastes. By design, these noble snow beasts can be sorted at a distance by adaptation. Each specimen morphologically expresses its most useful genomic trait. The healthiest Ossidon might display a magnificent crest, while the deadliest will flash the longest teeth. Biotech teams are laboring around the clock to gestate and domesticate as many Ossidons as possible, for the day they may be needed to keep a Titan at bay. In the near term, these glorious behemoths will be employed as our peacekeepers and guardians. Ossidon was engineered to produce excessive quantities of cryogenic mucus. This foul substance is the creature's greatest weapon, whether rolled into an icy wrecking ball or spit in a shower of bone-chilling slush. Any rider will feel unstoppable astride one of these imposing brutes. Our mounted forces will soon become as integral to the defense of this outpost as our shielding. So yeah, it seems like it's going to be kind of, I guess you would say, pretty strong. It says in there maybe needed to keep a Titan at bay, so they could probably fight Titans. Like, can you imagine these things attacking like the Ice Titan? I mean, like head to head with the Ice Titan. I'm not even sure which would win. The Ice Titan is similar to these, so who knows? Maybe these are like a mutated Ice Titan. But it does say Cryopithecus, so that technically tells me it is like a monkey type or ape type creature. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting, and it looks like they have a interesting way of showing what like trait they have. I'm gonna say it's probably it'll show you their highest stat, is what I'm gonna say, because it says morphologically expresses its most useful genomic trait. And the healthiest ones might display a magnificent crest, while the deadliest will flash the longest teeth. So, yeah, if they're really healthy, then it looks like they'll probably have some sort of crest, I guess. And then if they're like the deadliest, which means probably the most attack, then they'll probably flash their longest teeth. And maybe for stamina, they will show like being able to run or something, or maybe they'll just have maybe bigger legs. I don't know. That's just a guess. Who knows? And maybe if they have oxygen, they'll, like, I don't know, have a tube, like a reed. No, probably like bigger lungs in a sense, but you wouldn't be able to see that. So I'm not sure how they display that type of trait or stat. Otherwise, yeah, you can see it's at least saying it for the melee that it'll have the longest teeth, but I'm not sure how they do it for some of the other stats, because some of them aren't as you know, what would you say, aren't as defined, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, also it seems like you could take from this that Lost Colony is taking place in Antarctica, because it says dominate the Antarctic wastes. So yeah, interesting. That's some useful tidbit of information. So you kind of know where it is on the world. And you can see the icons there for, like, what? That's 4 stars on the hand and like 2 stars on the defense, but 3 stars on the hand. I saw that wrong. And then like 4 stars on the cold there. So they must be very cold hardy. But you know, if that could mean that it may give you like a cold buff, you know, to make you resistant to cold when you're riding it. Never know, it could. Otherwise, it looks like it's supposed to have like good attack and maybe not so good def, but at least some. I'm not sure. Taming these will be interesting. It doesn't even tell you here. It just says laboring around the clock to gestate and domesticate. So makes me wonder if you're gonna have to like claim babies or something and imprint them and then get one that way. Maybe. Who knows? Otherwise, they also have like some sort of mucus that they can turn into a wrecking ball or even spit out in a shower of slush, which seems odd, but I guess it's like formable, I guess. Which, yeah, that's kind of an odd odd attack, but hey, there's odder, I guess. But yeah, it's also saying that the rider will feel unstoppable on one of these, so they're gonna be pretty buff, is what I'd say. And who knows? Maybe they'll be able to take on a Giga. You never know. I mean, who knows? It could even be the Giga of Lost Colony. Like, you know, if you find one of these in the wild, you may not want to battle it because it could just trounce you like a Giga can. It's possible. But anyway, yeah. It seems like it's going to be a very interesting creature. As of this time of reading this, they are going to be, at some point, they haven't actually announced yet, they're going to be releasing the Ossidon on other maps first, and then it's just for a temporary period, and then it's going to be released on Lost Colony and then removed from the other maps. So that's kind of what it's going to be for that. But anyway, yeah. That's it for this data dossier reading. I guess that's what it's going to be. If you like this dossier reading, hit that like button. I really appreciate it, and it really helps out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the Ossidon. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Who knows? Let's see what people say. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.